Now, theorems on parallel axis and perpendicular axis. First of all, theorem on parallel axis. The theorem on parallel axis states that the moment of inertia of a rigid body, be careful, rigid body, about any axis is equal to its moment of inertia about a parallel axis to the center of mass plus the product of the mass of the body and the square of the perpendicular distance between the two axes. Here I have considered I base Cm as the moment of inertia of the body of mass capital M about an axis. See the axis EF is the axis passing through the center of mass and AB is a line, parallel line. Let ICM be the moment of inertia of body about an axis. The axis is considered to be here AB and this is EF is the line passing through the center of mass. Both are parallel to each other. And the distance, what is the distance between the two? Distance A unit. So according to the theorem of parallel axis, moment of inertia about AB will be equal to the moment of inertia about parallel axis to the center of mass plus mass into square of the distance, perpendicular distance between the two axes, between this distance between these two lines. So this is rotating in this manner. The body is placed here. For example, this is a body. Let this is a body, must be a rigid body. So it is rotating in this manner. Now this is the center of mass, and this finger is the straight line perpendicular to this point, to the plane, will be the line parallel to the axis. AB is the axis. Let AB is the axis. This finger is the axis. Let us consider this finger is point. This is perpendicular to the plane of the rigid body and it is passing through the center of mass. EF is now representing, this finger is now representing EF, and now this finger is representing the AB. It is rotating about AB. Now how can you prove it? Moment of inertia of the given lamina about AB. Now it is correct for a rigid body, be careful about it, any rigid body. Now we have considered a lamina about AB where moment of inertia of the given lamina about AB is m into square of the distance between the two. That means r plus a. That means r plus a whole square. Now we know that MR, product of MR will be equal to 0. So summation of MR square plus a square summation of M. Summation of n means the entire mass. If we add the entire mass of the particle, it will give the total mass of the lamina, or a rigid body is considered that form. So it is ICM plus MS square. Where it is applicable? It is applicable to any rigid body. Now what is theorem on perpendicular axis? It states that the moment of inertia of plane lamina, so it is applicable only for a lamina, about an axis perpendicular to its plane is equal to the sum of the moment of inertia of the lamina about any two mutually perpendicular axes in its plane and intersecting each other at the point where the perpendicular axis is passing through it. Now here we have considered two parallel lines, the point P, where two parallel lines we have drawn, PY parallel to y axis and x parallel to x axis. Now according to this theorem, Iz, that means moment of inertia about the z axis, would be equal to Iy plus Ix. Similarly, moment of inertia about y axis will be equal to Iz plus Ix in this way. Now in this figure, see r square is equal to x square plus y square. Now Iz is equal to sum of mr square. What is r? R square. R square is x square plus y square. If you simplify it, you will get summation of mx square plus summation of my square. Now summation of m will give you the mass of the body. So mx square plus my square. Mx square, capital Mx square plus capital My square is the respective moment of inertia about x-axis and y-axis respectively. Now see, one interesting point is that the point of intersection of the three axes may be any point on the plane of the body, may even lie outside the body, may or may not, it may be the center of mass of the body. So this is very important. This is theorem on parallel axis and perpendicular axis. These are very important while calculating moment of inertia of different bodies.